Here's another sick thug, Pedro Ambris, a Mexican national who's facing charges for raping an underage girl in Tennessee. Law enforcement also deported him twice. So tell me, what's so unconstitutional about securing our borders from criminal, illegal aliens like this? And make no mistake, under Biden's open border agenda, we will see more of these repeat offenders terrorizing the streets of America. Sadly, that is an absolute guarantee. And it gets worse. Team Biden is proposing a new rule that would allow United States citizenship and immigration service officers, not judges, I believe the most pro-illegal contingency at DHS. Okay, that's who this group is. It will allow them to grant full and immediate asylum to illegal aliens in Border Patrol custody, taking away the responsibility from DOJ immigration judges. They claim it's to lighten the backlog. So under this plan, pro-illegal bureaucrats will now freely hand out asylum at the border. Asylum equals green card, welfare access, and fast track to citizenship. This is the way Team Biden works to transform America, and your country is the casualty. Well, joining me now is former acting commissioner of Customs and Border Protection and Newsmax contributor Mark Morgan is here. Mark, welcome to the program.
Thanks, Grant. It's absolutely insanity.
Hey, I'll leave it up to you. Where do you want to start? You want to start with the ruling of a judge that says it's not illegal to enter America after you've been deported already, or you want to start with the other nonsense of handing out amnesty from bureaucrats?
Hey, Grant, if you don't mind, let's start with the scumbag that has been here illegally multiple times and just raped a young woman. Look, Grant, America better wake up. Look, this is real. The false narratives by this administration, open border advocates, that what happens at the border stays at the border is an absolute lie. And American people better get their heads out of the sand and literally understand that this individual, it's not unique. We've been saying this, countless times. Look, every year, Border Patrol apprehends thousands of criminal aliens. This fiscal year, Grant, they apprehended 50 convicted murderers. ICE every single year arrests thousands of criminal aliens and gang members in every state in this nation. And right now, because Border Patrol are pulled off the line to process the 212,000 apprehensions in a 30-day period in July, large area of the border wide open. And what do we have this fiscal year because of the Biden's open border policies? 300,000 gotaways. And again, America better wake up. They're not staying at the border. Right now, anybody listen to this, those illegal aliens are coming to your city, your town. If you think that your family cannot be the next victim or somebody that you know, you're just not facing reality. Set aside your ideology and set aside your politics for 1 second and just look at the facts, truth, and reality, Grant.
Mark, you throw the criminality aside, okay, which is really bad. I don't want to do that. But then you've got COVID infections as well. I want you to listen to a county judge, judge meaning he's the leader of the county. That's what they call him in Texas. This is in Webb County, talking about the rate of COVID infections among illegals.
Half of these people that are being bused, there's 40% positive rate of COVID. 40%. The other 3 hours that they've been on the bus, let's say, I'm talking about Webb County, when they get there, that's 100% exposure. I have friends all over the country thinking, I would hate to be down there in the border. And I tell them, well, I would hate to be where you're at. And they said, why? I said, because these people are flying or busing to your location near you with the COVID.
Mark, we just did a segment that students at Quinnipiac University, if they're not vaccinated, they're not getting internet access and will be fined. There's nothing like this going for illegals coming into this country at all. There's no punishment for them or even mandates to get vaccinated or whatever it may be, even tested.
Grant, again, I'll go back to your opening words. It's insanity. It defies logic and common sense. Why we're arguing that kids can't go back to school without a mask, even though there's no science. And we're dealing with new variants and increase in COVID cases throughout our nation. Meanwhile, our borders are wide open. And that gentleman is exactly right. I mean, even Representative Henry Cuellar, a lifelong Democrat, has reached out to the Biden administration and said, enough is enough. This is insanity. You are releasing illegal aliens into our country knowingly and willingly that have COVID, an infectious disease. And this administration's answer is, well, so what? It's your problem as they drop them off to local communities and local shelters.
Think about this. They want to make criminals out of all of us American citizens if we're not wearing a mask, for crying out loud. And yet the real criminals coming across the border, they do nothing about. This is what we face now under this administration. I always appreciate you calling them out, Mark Morgan. Thank you, as always.
You bet, Grant. Anytime. Thank you.